So I wanted to take a closer look at what is inside some of these big box games. And let's start with our 1980 games, the early ones. Now these I don't believe have board game counterparts. I don't know, I shouldn't say, maybe they do. But with this one, we have just the cassette, and with the other, we at least have the manual and the cassette. So I find it interesting too. That's not going to work with a case, but yeah, at least you have the instructions. Beyond that, I don't know that you need more with this game. It's really all contained within the computer. I always do love seeing some handwritten notes though. So not a lot to some of these, and that's what I tend to associate with big box games. There's a lot of empty air, which unfortunately we have here, but as I did show in that last video, some definitely had things inside. For example, Close Assault has, I took some of this out already, has a pretty interesting board. Alright, so that guy I think is worth mentioning because I understand that Avalon Hill really helped to, I don't know, establish or pioneer that hexagonal board shape. So they were evidently known for that and brought it into popularity, we'll say. So this is an interesting example. We've got a actual fold-out board here and a cool landscape. So if you're dealing with a black and white screen, text only, this adds a lot to the imagination. It adds color, it adds literal depth. So I find that very interesting. I am looking forward to checking that out. A lot of them come in these punch cards, which this person thankfully has saved probably most of them inside of that plastic baggie. Not always so lucky, so that is the case with this next one we're going to look at, Dnieper River Line, which we looked at a little bit before, but actually took the board out, and it's a single piece. The same deal. I like that it adds just a lot of color and depth, and you can see the trees and the landscape, and I don't know, add something, really add something to me. So I like that most of these boards, or at least some of these boards, are still intact. These pink ones have been mostly punched, looks like. Probably a good set of blue. But these want to escape every chance they get. But most of them look there. Most of them look there. So I don't have a ton of open ones is the thing. So the main thing I want to do here... Oh, wait, no, I almost forgot. I was talking last time about this thing. So the Computer Faction 5, based off of this board game, it looks like it was made by 3M in 1967, so probably got bought and sold at some point. I don't know. Take a look at some of what's inside that box. We've got this deck of cards. Obviously no one's used it, still in the shrink wrap, so it's kind of a fun example to get. And you know, these physical cards to write stuff down on. Oh man, look how thick this is. Jesus. Anyways, let's see what's in our computer box here. Not much. Now, I don't know if something's missing. It's hard to say. I wonder where the disc was up against this manual. Let's recreate this here. But I suspect this is it. I suspect that everything that you got out of that physical copy of a board game was able to get transferred in that disc. It was all able to be handled digitally. So I find that to be interesting. I think that's pretty interesting. I better do this just right. Whatever, I'm not going to worry about that. Anyways, sort of the main event here. You know, I can't always tell exactly what should be in each of these games. I can guess, I can say it looks right, but, you know, I've only got my best guess to work with. So one of the charms of having all these sealed ones is I do get to see what is in these brand new. So I'm going to unbox one of these here. I'm actually interested in doing some more of these, so I am looking for feedback. Which ones of these would you like to see unboxed? And actually, which ones of these would you like to see get played? Got a couple in my mind, but I'm curious what you think. So, what I'm going to do, what we're going to unbox out of all these, I'll show you here. I'll be honest, I'm not doing it because of the game so much as the poor, poor condition of the shrink wrap, which a lot of these unfortunately have. This guy here, let's check it out. So, what is that? Oh, it's German, I shouldn't try. Panzerjagd? No, anyways. This is for the Atari 48K. Now, who knows if this has actually been opened, but because the shrink wrap is so loose, it's hard to say. I think so, though, so let's find out. Feels firm enough. It's got a little discoloration in there. Okay. Got an interesting set of instructions. Our card and a paper insert. Not doing the plastic trays anymore. Okay. Well, this doesn't look real touch to me. So yeah, I want to say this is... That's an untouched game, so interesting. Not a ton there, huh? I guess we're kind of expecting that at this point. Alright, well, I still think that's pretty interesting. Just to see how they were packaging these at the time. Alright, well, I don't know. A touch underwhelming. I feel like I'm going to have to open one more, so... I want your feedback. Please let me know. Which one of these should I open next? All right. Thanks for checking it out.